This is how America was stolen, episode 47. Words and history were not enough. Native nations demanded something far harder: the return of what had been stolen. For centuries, land had been taken through war, deceit, and legal manipulation. Treaties were signed, broken, or ignored. Reservations replaced homelands. Borders confined nations to areas too small, too poor, too barren to sustain life. Life as it had existed for generations. Now, centuries later, Native leaders demanded what was legally theirs. Land, water, and resources, not as charity, but as right. The struggle revealed the complexity of justice. In a nation built on theft, courts became battlefields, lawyers debated precedent, property rights, and the scope of federal versus tribal authority. Some tribes successfully reclaimed small parcels, sacred sites, or financial compensation. Others were denied, citing public interest or development priorities. America, again, proved adept at acknowledging wrongdoing while avoiding real accountability. Episode 47 shows the power and symbolism of land. Each acre returned was more than territory. It was identity. It was ceremony. It was the connection between past and present. Every piece of reclaimed land became a statement. Survival is not enough. Sovereignty must be exercised. Memory must be grounded in reality. But resistance remained fierce. Corporations, local governments, and settlers often opposed land return. Lobbyists argued that change would disrupt the economy or create inequality. Media narratives framed Native claims as greed or obstruction. The centuries-old message remained: Native people could exist but not claim. They could be remembered but not restored. Even so, reclamation grew stronger. Some nations used returned land to establish cultural centers, language programs, and sustainable enterprises. Others pursued environmental protection, ensuring rivers, forests, and sacred sites were preserved. Economic development became intertwined with identity, history, and the right to self-determination. Episode 47 also reveals a hard truth. Reclaiming stolen land is never just a legal act. It is a challenge to a society built on stolen wealth. Each victory reminds America that theft was never inevitable. It was enforced. And each victory exposes how much work remains. Native nations were no longer asking for permission. They were asserting rights long denied. They were not seeking charity. They were demanding justice. And with every success, they reshaped the narrative of what America truly was: a nation built on stolen land and silenced peoples. Episode 47 ends with a turning point. The fight is no longer symbolic.